All right, Pisces, we're going to get into a reading. So, I keep hearing Selena Gomez. I'm so sick of that same old love. So, let's see what's going to come out for that, because I feel like that could be the energy coming in. If that's how you're feeling, this could be for you. So, let's see. Friendly reminder, Patreon members and channel members get to see this first. Always. I have a second channel. I do not post consistently there, y'all, but I'm trying. I do have social media. I also don't post consistently there, but I'm trying. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. I do see that you've had to place some sense of firm boundary here in your recent past, needing to accept what is and surrender so you can let everything go. I'm also seeing that there could be someone external to you, or there's a friendship dynamic that could be going through an awakening. They're telling you to go slow with that person if that is something you want to invest in and involve yourself in, okay? Very soon, clearly decide what you want so it will come to you. And then healing family issues. So it's interesting. I feel like before you healed, you had the tendency, or you are in the tendency now, to deal with the same people. It's like you keep repeating the same lesson or the same version, but different. It's a little bit of like copy and paste, but there's different elements to each person. But again, I do see that you got sick and tired of maybe dealing with the confusion, the illusion, dealing with people who had multiple options. And you got to a point where you said, you know what, if something's confusing, if something's feeding me illusion, it's the same crap I've dealt with, I'm cutting it off. And you've placed a boundary and you've really accepted and surrendered to what's taking place. They're wanting you to decide what you want. What are you willing to settle for? And I feel like the more that you heal, that changes. It's like maybe there's things right now that are negotiables for you, but in 6 months, you might change those things to non-negotiables. There's going to be somebody coming back towards you that's not wanting an ending with you. That could be the person that they're telling you to take it slow with. They are going to communicate with you. At the end of the day, this is the final decision here that needs to be made. Do you want this person in your life? Is what they're offering good enough? Yes or no? So just be aware of that, okay? Don't take a leap or a risk towards this person until you see that they're willing to give and receive. Because if you do take a leap towards this person and they're not giving and receiving from a place of love, you're going to fall flat on your face, okay? I am saying that what you're hoping and wishing for will come towards you, will come to you. But you have to be aware that sometimes when you catch someone's attention, it isn't always in the best interest. Yeah, I'm seeing you closing a cycle. A lot of you, you're releasing a soulmate or a twin flame. Now, here's the thing. When you release a soulmate, a twin flame, or someone that you feel you have a deep bond with, you're not necessarily releasing it forever. You're releasing it, though, because what it's been isn't enough anymore. So I am saying that someone will be offering you something here coming up because they don't want an ending to take place. They're telling you to decide what you want so it will be brought to you. And they're also telling you that the more you heal, the more your love life will benefit, because you are, again, accepting what is, surrendering and letting go. And instead of seeing things like getting the same old love as the universe hating you and this is all you have, you're seeing it a little bit as like, okay, we're changing, we're evolving, but you're still not exactly what I want, so I gotta let it go. This is the example I give in a lot of my personal readings. Imagine you have 6 chairs at your table. And all the people who are close to you are in those 6 chairs, including those situationships, including those people that you know kind of like you, but don't really love you, but love you enough to not let you go, but don't love you enough to give you what you deserve. Those people are taking up space. And every single time you place a boundary and say, hey, listen, you eating my food for free, you just chilling in my energy, you've kind of taken up space and you don't have nothing to offer, you push them out of that chair, you open that spot for someone different and possibly someone that's going to fit with you better. Now, there's also a possibility that the next person who sits there is going to remind you of the past one. And what do you need to do? You need to boot them the hell out and be like, no, 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 you triggering me. You remind me too much of so-and-so. You got to go. And again, it opens up the space for someone new to come in. So you have to remember that. And again, when this person comes towards you, you need to be aware that there could be a releasing taking place. Yeah, a cycle being completed. See, that's what I'm saying. I see that you and this person's a match, but I also see that this person could give you a message of truth or a message of bad news around why they haven't taken your offer, okay? You guys, there's someone coming towards you who's very stable, who's very grounded, who would make a perfect spouse or partner. It's like this person thrives on having someone rely on them. Not because they're codependent, but because they love taking care of people that they love. So you guys have someone approaching you or coming towards you where this person's gonna feel very inspired to create with you. And they're not, it's like this person's going to be able to contain their passion, but they're also not going to be able to contain their passion. They can, but they can't. It's kind of what I'm getting. This person is going to want to win you at all costs. This person wants a new beginning. They want to invest. They want stability here, okay? This person could be at the process of looking at what that looks like for them. Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of fairness and just. So a lot of you have someone new coming towards you where this is going to be fair, this is going to be just, but you might not see that right now. There might be a balancing happening in your life where you're finishing up the game. It's kind of what I'm getting. It's like you're finishing up the last game you played. You're getting all those pieces picked up. You're telling those people bye, you're pushing them out, or you're putting them in a place in your life where it's like, you know what, we can't be together. Maybe we can be friends. Maybe I can talk to you on social media. But you're readjusting for you to now go to the next game. And when I say game, I don't mean playing games with one another. But again, it's an energy of let me clean up what I've been through. Let me heal. Let me make sure that when I go into the next game and the next thing, I'm not thinking about that last game and how maybe they whooped ass or I whooped theirs. So you're wanting to go into something fresh, and that's going to be coming to you. But again, there will be a moment where you will have to either accept someone for who they are as they is, like a used car. They're coming as is, okay? They don't come with a warranty. But again, it's an energy here of, I couldn't give you this or I couldn't step up until there was a possibility of this being completely over. And what does that tell you? Ask yourself that. But again, I see that you could walk away from that because there's recognition here that this isn't benefiting you. And once you close that door, once you radically accept, you know what it is, if this was what was best for me, I would have gotten this. So there's something I don't see or there's something I don't know, and I'm going to take it as a blessing that I don't see it and I don't know it. You know the saying, was bliss. Sometimes when we don't know what our partner or what the person that we're in love with is doing, we can be a little naive, we can be in the dark, but it can also keep us from being hurt. Because maybe there's things that they're doing that doesn't really show respect for us. Maybe if we really knew what they were doing or saying behind our back, we would see a side of them that we don't want to see, a version of them that we don't want to see. And the universe could be protecting you, and maybe even protecting them, depending upon how crazy you are. So someone will be coming towards you where there's going to be a lot of fairness. This person's going to approach you very quickly after you make the final decision to release whoever that past person is. Now, when you release that past person, I want you to know that there will be sadness and disappointment. So for a lot of you, I see that you could spend time with that person. You and that past person could take it slow. You could maybe see where it's going to go. But I have this really weird feeling that you guys are going to mutually agree that either you can't love each other the way you should. I'm also seeing like long distance. So it could be something where it's like this person's overseas, you live here in America. It could be something as simple as we live on different sides of the US. I can't seem to get on your same schedule. I feel like it's going to be a mutual agreement though, after taking it slow, that something isn't working. And again, maybe what that person could give you isn't enough. Maybe you need more. But there is going to be sadness and disappointment, because I do feel like whoever that past person is, I feel like that past person's in love with you. And I feel like this person's been putting off this choice and this decision for a really long time. And I feel like your intuition's telling you that they could be coming towards you because they don't want to regret not investing, not seeing where this could go. But again, there could be an energy here where this person is still trying to find a place of peace. And they could still be at a place where they're really wanting that independence that they can't have when they call someone else theirs. It's like this is someone who's going to want to date you, but I only want to see you once every 2 weeks. I'll call you twice a week. Okay? Like that's this person's energy, whoever that past person is. And again, you're going to take it slow, but I feel like eventually you're going to be like, this ain't enough for me. And there's going to be a conversation that's going to unfold for sadness and disappointment to be brought forth. I'm sad and disappointed. You're sad and disappointed. But obviously, there's a reason this can't work. Maybe it will in the future. Maybe we're not meant to be together. And then that will end up pushing that shift. Then someone new is coming in, okay? And that new person is going to be justice. This new person is going to be fairness. This new person is going to be very confident, independent. They're going to be in an abundant place in their life. So, maybe they have a decent savings account. They got their shit together. They've got a job. They got a car. Interesting. I just heard, give me a shot. Hold on. Give me a shot. I don't see no ring on your hand. You want to get in my world, get lost in it. Boy, I'm tired of running. Let's walk for a minute. Okay, so be careful of the new person coming towards you and not wanting to offer emotion. This would be someone, it's like this person, this new person could want to hook up pretty quickly, but not necessarily share emotion. So just be aware of that, okay? Why is that? So they could want some sense of an indulgence because they want to give and receive, but okay. I see you being anxious. I see you being like, I feel like you're not going to trust this new person's intentions. I feel like this person is going to get consumed by you. And I feel like for you, that's going to be uneasy. What I'm seeing is this being fair and this being just, but you also questioning whether or not they're in it for a good time or a long time. Because I don't feel like this person's going to want to build on a foundation of pure emotion. I feel like there's going to be maybe a lot of good times, maybe going out to party, drinking. There's going to be indulgence where it's like, I want to get to know you, you get to know me. But maybe we're going to be spending a lot of money. Maybe we're going to be drinking, we're going to be smoking. We're going to be doing things that are going to help us drop our guard, which could then lead to other things like hooking up. Now, I am seeing giving and receiving, and I'm seeing investments, but I also see you possibly regretting going in with this new person so quickly without you knowing their intentions and what they're expecting and what they're wanting. So it's like, I feel like you're going to be scared of getting disappointed, and then you're going to emotionally be like, shit, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have trusted that. I shouldn't have, yeah. And the world coming out sideways. There could be something here where you're needing to complete some sort of cycle. You could have some sort of limiting belief or some sort of view around victory and success. Some of you could have the tendency that when something's good, it feels too good to be true. Some of you could have the tendency that when you start recognizing someone in a good form, in a good fashion, or where there's a lot of passion, you automatically assume, oh my God, there's passion here. It's probably just lust. Oh my God, this is going to be ruined. What you're not seeing though is that this person is wanting to give investments. They are dedicated. They're even possibly changing things or allowing things to crumble in their life because they don't want to give that their time and their attention anymore. There is going to be movement forward here. They could be putting off this communication with you, whoever this new person is. So again, you're just going to be worried that this new person is like the old. And that makes sense because I did do the sick of the same old love type of reading. So I see you being weary, but I don't think that this new person is going to be like past people. Yeah. Okay, my head's hurting, so somebody could get a headache. This could also be a very hard change for you because, again, there's a lot of passion and maybe even the curiosity to create. Needing to choose a path. This person will be taking action towards you. There could be, again, a lot of conflict on whether or not there should be a leap and a risk taken. There could be differences. Okay, so with the Five of Wands, I'm also getting that there could be differences in the fact that maybe how they think this should move forward and how you think it should move forward, it might be different. Example, this person might approach you and be like, we're going to move this forward. I'm not really going to speak emotion in the first few weeks, but we can connect passionately. I'll hold your hand. I'll touch your leg. I'll wrap my arms around your neck. Like, those will be things that you can tell, oh, I'm vibing, I like this. But in your mind, there could also be an energy of, why do you want to touch me so much? You're such an indulgence person. You always want something. So be aware of that. There could be differences on what this leap and this risk looks like and what both of you, or how both of you are wanting to show up in this. I think the end goal is the same, but there is worry here. Because again, you're not wanting to go through the same chapter. It's like, I've done dealt with boys, fuck girls. I don't want to keep doing this. Thank you though. This person's different. They're stable. They're consistent. But some of you are scared that they're consistent simply because they want something. And as soon as they get it, they're going to be gone, is what you feel. Yeah, friendship here. This friendship's leading to more. It's okay for you to trust. Your intuition's already telling you this. There's going to be time and moments of laughing, goofing off, and enjoying one another. But you're going to be worried. Some of you are scared if this is a friendship, or let's say that this is a coworker you work with, or this is someone where you like this person or you vibe with their energy. Some of you are scared that if you give this a shot, it could ruin everything. But some of you might not know that this person's always had the hots for you, has always had in their mind, oh, I'm going to win you. It isn't a if, it's a win. It just ain't right now kind of energy. But again, I think you're going to have to let someone from the past go. Someone who will be trying to come back and fix this. But then I see you saying, no, thank you. Because you don't feel the same way anymore. With both of these coming out sideways, you don't feel the same way. You're not feeling pulled. You're not feeling the urge to take a leap towards this person. But they will towards you. And then I see you rejecting them and that leading to sadness and disappointment. Because you healing whatever wounds you have is allowing you to see people in a different light. And sometimes it's the true light. Sometimes if we do have wounds, we have the tendency to see people through those wounds and accept things we shouldn't accept. So, very interesting. Okay, I'm going to leave this here. Have a blessed